Edinburgh always stuck in my mind as a very good university as a whole, aside from just veterinary and human medicine. When I actually researched and looked into it, I saw that their drive here is research and excellence in clinical teaching. And when I came over to the city itself, I loved the place. It was just such a nice atmosphere, and I went out to the university and it was just a fantastic campus, and this building that we're sitting in now was just being planned at that stage, and I just could see that I wanted a place that would teach me and equip me to get it out into the real world, and that's what I was looking for when I was looking for a university. I was looking for a place that thought not just for now but for the future.
My interview for Edinburgh, in comparison to other interviews, was a lot more relaxed and a lot more low-key, and it was as if the staff members interviewing me just wanted to get to know me as a person and what I would be like as a vet, which I found really nice and really reassuring, and kind of reflected what the staff might be at the university as a whole. I also, coming to the open day, I just fell in love with the campus. I loved its setting in the Pentland Hills, and I love the fact that it was so close to Edinburgh that you were just getting the best of both worlds.
The course here is AVMA accredited, and that worked in its favour, definitely. Just the prospect of being able to practice internationally, be able to take the American board exams and go wherever I wanted. Freedom that offered really appealed to me. And we're also really lucky, we're one of the few vet schools with a dedicated and really good exotics department.
I think it starts very much from the first day of first year when you're taught anatomy and physiology, and the lecturers that have a great passion for the subject and really try to instill that passion in you and make it relevant for what you need when you get to the clinical setting, which I think everyone aims to get to. Once you get into a clinical setting, this university comes into its own. I think the expertise they have there, such as Professor Dixon in equine, Professor Argyle in oncology and smalls, anesthesiologists that are fantastic at what they do, and how they teach you is by getting you involved, getting you in there, helping you do it, hands-on. I think getting to scrub into a surgery with the likes of an equine surgeon like Professor Dixon is, once in a lifetime opportunity, and something that you can't really, at the time you're doing it, you don't really realise it, and you look back and think how lucky you were to do it. They've literally written the book on on their subject fields, and I think the way they teach you and get you involved, as I said again, is to just get your hands on, and at the end of the day, when you've done it right, they'll turn around and give you a pat on the back and say well done, and that's what they do. They make you believe you're able to go to the next step, and that's what the confidence they instill in you is to do that, I think.
Teaching at the vet school, there seems to be quite a lot of change in the courses over the years. They just seem to be constantly updating and modifying the courses, which I just think is really good. It just shows that they're listening to you and to your feedback, and they just want to try and improve your learning, really. They've started introducing a lot more clinical work in earlier years, which is just great, because I think the sooner you can start doing that, the better. There are loads of societies and sports clubs that you can get involved in with the vet school, which is just great. Personally, in first year I joined the Exmoor pony trekking section. Horse is one of the main reasons that I wanted to become a vet, and I was a keen rider at school and wanted to continue it in Edinburgh. 5 years later I'm the president of the section, and it's just been great. It's so lovely to meet such a nice group of girls and to have a common interest, and just to have these ponies at our disposal that we can go and ride out in the Pentland. It's been a real highlight of the past 5 years, just being involved in the section. Be involved in a society, be involved in a club, organise an event, organise one of the balls, be on the final year committee, and you really will reap the benefits. And I think the bottom line is really that the more you put in and get involved, the more you'll get out.
I play guitar, and I have done for quite a few years, and I kickbox as well. I train at Rick Young's Black Belt Academy in Leith, and he's a world-renowned martial artist, and he was recommended to me by a friend.
I'm lucky enough to be one of the only students that got taught in all three places, in Summer Hall, across the road here in the old Easterbush, and now in the new vet school. But I think what the new vet school has brought more than anything is a sense of community. And I think you can't help but get involved in the community here. Everyone kind of likes being out here, from fifth year down to first, and from first back up to fifth year, communicate with each other. It's just a community thing. When you come in a Monday morning and you see everyone talking about how they got on at the weekend, and they go out and socialise in Potterrow inside the city, the uni club. I've met some fantastic people. I've made some fantastic friends over my 5 years, and I'll have them all for my working life. And I think it's a great place just to meet people and learn how to survive in the outside world. I think it's a good place to do that. So.